So Chilling Scares is a pretty cool channel that I've relatively recently discovered, probably a couple weeks ago. Me personally, I'm not big into horror type stuff. I don't like suspense and all that kind of nonsense. But the way that this guy presents his content is in a way that's tame, I guess you could say. You know, he gives you a backstory on what you're about to see, and then he gives you the video, and the videos are usually okay. They're just like I don't know what you want to say, a real life situation. Like he'll have a video of door cams. So yeah, it's weird, creepy stuff that's happening. Weirdos at the door at your door cam, but like it's just real stuff. So it's not like edited to be scary or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just natural stuff that he finds and compiles it together, and yeah, it's pretty decent. I mean, Chilling Scares is on the lines of like Top Fives. Top Fives has that scary vibe too, but he does a lot of explanation, so it kind of tones it down. It's not like Chills. I feel like Chills is a little bit more creepy. He'll put a creepy video and you're just uncomfortable feeling, or who's another one that does this? I don't know. I had someone, but it kind of slipped my mind. But yeah, this is a decent channel. I've watched almost all of these. Been binging them lately, and now it kind of sucks because for the most part I'm caught up, and I'm waiting for his weekly uploads. But regardless, I came here today to make a video because there's one video in particular that I wanted to talk about. I think there's 6 clips in it total, but there's only 2 clips that I really wanted to go over. And it's this video right here. There are 6 most disturbing forest encounters caught on camera. So like I said, there's 6 stories total, but I only want to talk about 2 of them. So if you want to see the whole video and see everything without my commentary, then be sure to check out his channel, Chilling Scares. It's pretty good. And yeah, just look for this video, 6 most disturbing forest encounters caught on camera. So without further ado on the introduction, let's just get into it.
Lisa is a girl who owns a YouTube channel where she documents her life living in a van. She travels across North America recording her experience as she goes. The videos almost always follow more of a vlog style, showing the different forests or places she stays at overnight or the journeys to get there. However, in February of 2022, something different was uploaded. Lisa was sleeping in her van when she woke up to the sound of knocking right next to her ear. It was 4:30 in the morning and someone was outside. She sat there frozen, not knowing what to do. The knock then came again, and this time she uttered out a confused hello. There was no response. It would be completely silent for the next 15 minutes. Eventually she heard footsteps coming back, and this time grabbed her camera to record.
Somebody's back here again. I hear footprints. Hello? How can I help you? It's 4:30 in the morning. I don't feel safe. Who are you?
There was no response.
All right, so right there, just in that little clip that we have of her, not really of Chilling Scares' commentary, but of her situation, there's a couple things that I find are erroneous, especially in her part. First off, when she starts her video, she says, "They're back." It's 4:30 in the morning now on their maybe second attempt at creeping up on you. This already happened and you decided to stay? That's weird. Like, for me, even as a guy, a decent-sized guy, I'd be creeped out like, all right, I'm not spending the rest of my night here. I'm going to find somewhere else to go. Even if I didn't have home to go, like, I think she's technically homeless and she sleeps out of her van and stuff. So even if I was in that situation, didn't actually have a home to go to, I still wouldn't be parked wherever the heck I am. I'd be like, I'm out of here. This is creepy. Even if it was just go to work. I don't know if she works or if, like, YouTube's her job, but if she has a job, I'd just go to work. I guess I'll be here super early just so I can be somewhere that I feel a little safer at. You know, at least at your job, there's cameras and everything. Like, she stayed there. And after this happened, the crazier part is, as we'll see in a second, after this second encounter, she still stays there. It's like, you've had these weird creeps coming up to you twice. You even told them, I don't feel safe, but yet you're gonna stay there? I mean, geez, at this point, it's 4:30 in the morning. Most people get up for work around 6:30 anyways. You got an hour and a half, 2 hours before, like, people are functioning. You might as well just get going. I would. Second thing is that as well, like I just said. She says, I don't feel safe. That's not the right approach in this situation. I get it. It's a scary situation. It's tense. It's the middle of the night. You're in a van. Like, it's scary because I almost feel like a situation like that is scarier in a vehicle than you're in your home. Because at least in your home, there's space. You can hide and stuff. Your vehicle, you ain't got anywhere to go. You got a very small confined space and that's it. So I get it. It's a scary situation. And maybe that's the first thing that she thought of. But it's the wrong thing to say. She should have said something more like, I just want to let you know I have a gun. I don't want to use it, but I'm just letting you know. Something, just to sound non-confrontational, but at least sound put a little bit of doubt in their mind. Even if she doesn't have a gun, you still put that doubt, because now they think, ooh, they might doubt, second guess messing with her. If you straight up just say, I don't feel safe, well, then that's telling them a lot. It's telling them that you don't have a weapon. Otherwise, you'd feel a little safe with that. And that means you're completely defenseless. You don't feel safe. Them being outside the vehicle is enough to make you feel very unsafe. And that's only going to empower them. It's not going to make them run away or anything. It's going to empower them. So either she should have A, done that, B, maybe pretended that she was on the phone with the cops. Because I'm sure calling the cops for real would be kind of pointless. She's parked in this, I don't really know where she's parked, but she's parked on the side of the road somewhere. Cops dick around and take forever as it is. One time I had to call the cops they vandalized our house in the middle of the night, and they didn't show up until an hour and a half later. So I feel like if you're parked on the side of the road in a van, they're going to take even longer to show up. Cops don't care. So calling them for real would be pointless, but she could have at least pretended to be on the phone. Hello? Yes, I just wanted to report an incident. I'm parked on the side of the road right now, and there's people outside my van. Yes, I'm parked on let's say Route 10 in blah, blah, blah. She's really talking to no one, but she's just making it sound like she's talking to dispatcher. Again, putting doubt in the people's minds. Now they hear this and they think, oh, there might be a cop coming out. So, that could be dangerous too, because either A, then they're like, okay, we gotta act faster than we ain't got time. We gotta beat the cops. So we gotta break in here and kill this lady. Or, if they're more rational, then they'll be like, uh-oh, cops are coming. We gotta get out of here. But just straight up telling them, I don't feel safe, I get it in the moment. You're scared, and that's just what comes out, but that is a terrible thing to let weirdos know. And the last thing, it's more or less just a joke, just something that I noticed she says. She says, I hear footprints outside. You don't hear footprints. Footprints are left behind by somebody walking. So you hear footsteps, you don't hear footprints. You can see a footprint, but you'll never hear it.
The car backs away, and so she turns the camera to herself and begins explaining what just happened. A few minutes into this, and she hears footsteps again.
I hear footprints. Hear that? Yeah, somebody was just here again 3 times now. The third time I looked out, they were walking on foot. I seen them walking, and they hid behind the big tree there, and then they went to a car, the same car that was here earlier. Well, that was back, and then it backed away and left again 3 times in one night. This time they didn't knock though. They were just walking around. I could hear them walking around the van.
When it got light outside later that morning, she got out of her van and found footprints all around it.
So I come out this morning and you can see footprints. Look at this one. This is mine. I'll show you. There's mine. See? They were actually... There's some more. Look at that. They came here. They were standing here, as you can see.
So one, they came back a third time? I forgot about that. Jeez, yeah, this is ridiculous that she stayed there after all that. And then she's telling you the story about how they hide behind a tree and the car that she watched leave came back. And she just stays there in her van? I mean, what time was it that it said that it was that she went outside? It was like 6:30 or something like that. So she stayed there for 2 more hours. After all this, 3 times these weirdos come around. They knock one time. She's watching them be creepy, watching that vehicle leave and come back. And she just stays there? I don't know if that's just stupidity or she's just got, I don't know, I'd say balls of steel, but she ain't got no balls, so I don't know, taco of steel? Like, I don't get it. I would be out of there. Jeez, I'd be a little chicken. And again, I'm like a good sized guy who could probably hold my own, and I'd still be scared and get out of there. And this lady's just like, oh my God, like I have all these weird, creepy situations going on. I'm just gonna stay here. I don't feel safe, but apparently I'm safe enough to stay here. Like, what? And there she goes again, too, calling, I hear footprints. Broad, come on. You cannot hear footprints. But then the other thing is, which I kind of find, I don't know, funny, I guess, is in the morning when she goes outside, she's showing everybody the footprints. She's even comparing her shoe to the footprints to prove that it's not her. And it's like, yeah, we know. We heard, you have the video where somebody's talking to you. Can I help you? I have a question for you. I don't feel safe. Like, we know people are outside. We hear the footsteps walking around while you're recording. Like, what are you trying to prove with showing the footprints? Yes, we know. You know what I mean? Like, her reaction is almost like if she slept throughout the night and didn't know someone was creeping around her vehicle, and then the morning comes and she's like, oh my God, someone was being a creep out here. Look at all these footprints, and they're not mine. See, this is what my footprint looks like versus these ones. Oh my God, this is scary. I didn't know that while I was sleeping, someone was stalking me. Like, that's how it would make sense. she's proving something that we already know that happened 2 hours prior. like, what? I don't understand what the point of that was. I mean, there's literally no point in showing that at all. Even if it was for the police, there's still no point. Because, again, you have video of somebody knocking and talking to you. So, like, we know someone was there. I've watched this video multiple times, because one of my favorites that he made, that's why I'm making this commentary, too. And every single time when she shows those footprints at the end, I'm just so confused. Like, what is the point of this? All that makes me think is that she's kind of, not to sound mean, but kind of like dumb-ish. You know, just the way that she talks. Like, she's talking about, oh, I hear footprints. And when she's talking about, when she says, the third time, they were here 3 times, and the third time I looked out, they were walking on foot. Like, yeah, how else would you walk? They're walking around doing handstands? That would be actually creepier if you saw that. You look out your window and they're walking around doing hands on their hands. You'd be like, oh my God, what is happening right now? This is making things even more scary. Like, I'd hope they're walking on foot. So it makes me wonder what her IQ level is. Not to be mean or anything, but I'm just saying, like, the video, at least this video is kind of dumb. Who knows? Maybe she's only dumb because she's scared. You know, obviously, when you have some kind of a stressor, it changes things about you, whether it's because you're really mad, or you're stressed out, or you're having anxiety, or in this case, she's scared, which is also causing stress. So that's like 2 emotions going on, so she can't think properly, so she's saying things that sound stupid. Maybe that's all it is. I don't know. I haven't checked out any of her other videos. This is the only video I know of from Chilling Scares. It's not even from her channel, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. But, yeah. Now for this next video. These are actually out of order too, because I wanted to talk about this next video last, but the clip actually happens to come before this one, so I'm just gonna do them backwards. But it's about a sound in the woods, and you know, it seems like it's a pretty rural, however you say that word, area. So you'd think like the residents are used to this and familiar with it, but they seem to not know. And obviously it's speculated enough. What's the words I'm looking for? There's enough confusion and speculation about what the sound is that it's made it into even this video, a compilation video of mystery. But let me just play it, and then I'm going to explain exactly what it is. Because the first time I saw this video, I heard the noise, and I knew right away. And I was like, how is this an unknown sound? It's very obvious if you live in the country. So let's just get into it.
In February of 2013, a few residents of a neighborhood in northern Oregon filed reports of strange noises coming from the forest. The noises were described as what sounded like eerie laughter. It was loud and echoed throughout the nearby area. One of the residents that heard the sounds went outside to where they seemed to be coming from and started recording.
So again, like I said, if you've grown up in the country, then you really should know exactly what that is from hearing it. I mean, it's super obvious. And I'm confused because these people, there's 3 people out there recording. There's the 2 people that's being recorded and obviously the one doing the recording. And it's like, how do they not know what this is? Like, did they just move to Northern Oregon from the city? Like, did they live in like LA or something previously and now they go to Northern Oregon and they're like, what the heck is that? I don't understand. For me, growing up basically my whole entire life living in the country, I've heard this noise so many times, especially at my parents' most recent house, because it's surrounded by forest, well, not forest, but, you know, thick enough woods and cornfields and everything. It's basically pretty isolated, so you get a lot of wildlife. We get plenty of turkeys, plenty of deer, foxes, squirrels, chipmunks, rabbits, snakes, all kinds of wildlife. So anyways, this noise is definitely 1,000,000,000% a coyote. I have heard this exact sound many, many, many times. Probably, you know, let's take the average month as 30 days, or let's say the average month is 30 days. I've probably heard that same exact noise at least 15 out of the 30 days every single month for about 15 years straight. Like, it's 1,000,000,000,000% coyotes. Like, I don't understand what the debate is. I don't understand how those people that were recording don't know that. I don't understand how, like, the community as a whole doesn't know that. Like, to me, it was dead obvious. The very first noise, I knew right away. I'm like, that's a coyote. And then as I kept going, because I was like, I'll give it a chance. Maybe it's not a coyote. You know, sometimes you think something, then you listen to it more, and you're like, oh. But no, as I went on, it's just a coyote. I mean, I guess in the video, the guy, Chilling Scares, says some people speculated that it's a fox or a coyote, but then others have said coyotes, they can't get that loud or something. Trust me, coyotes can get weirdly enough loud like that. Like I said, my parents' house with the cornfields was 27 acres, okay, of field, and then there was trees on the other side. The coyotes would have been in those trees, but yet you would hear them every night as if they were right there outside the door. I don't know how they're that loud, or what they're doing to, you know what I mean? I don't know if they're like somehow a weird bunch of them are howling at the same time and they just make a louder sounding noise, or what the situation is, but they really can get their vocals up there. So yeah, that is definitely a coyote. The other thing too is that people are saying, oh, coyotes can't get that loud, but you're looking at the woods. You don't even know where that coyote is. You know what I mean? It might possibly not even be that deep in the woods. It could be 20 feet in. And since it's nighttime, these people recording just can't see it. I mean, that very well could be why the coyote's even making noises, because it's seeing the people as like a threat. I mean, that's the only thing that I don't understand with this video is what those noises mean. Because coyotes will do that, and then they also go, and that's like their more common noise. So even though I have heard this noise plenty of times in this video, I don't know what the difference with their speech is between that noise and the other noise that I did. But yeah, that is guaranteed a coyote. Like, there's zero question to me at all. So, and this clip is kind of the reason why I even want to make this video in the first place, because I was just like, I gotta talk about this. How is this a mystery? It's not a mystery, it's obvious. So yes, I'm telling you, as somebody who's spent 25 years of my life living in the country, coyote. Anyways, that's all I got. Like I said, I only want to go over 2 of the clips in this video. There's 6 total. What are the other ones? One is a clip about a bear attack, or almost bear attack. One of them's about a cougar attack, or almost a cougar attack. You got another one about a guy who's camping just like that lady, but he's doing it in his truck, and it's just one person who basically like tries to break in, and then in the morning he notices, like, his video makes more sense. It's like this lady showing the footprints. Well, he shows his vehicle like, oh wow, they were touching it and stuff, because he don't know this. He just kind of has an idea that somebody's lurking around, but he didn't know that they were touching his vehicle and everything. But you see all the smudge marks because like his truck was dusty, so you can see where their finger was gliding, and you can see that like they were tugging on the handle to try to break in and everything. And then the other video is I don't remember, but it would come after the one that, you know, the lady that I took a look at. So yeah, if you want to see the thing in full, go check him out, Chilling Scares. He's got a lot of great videos. So you definitely can binge him for several days, like I did. And yeah, that's all I got. So thanks for checking this out, and until next time, I said see ya.